Alrighty, good morning everybody, or rather good afternoon. It's definitely not morning anymore. Let's turn this music down a little bit. Let me know if you can hear me in chat. Is this a stream for the fashion show? No, fashion show is every Friday. This is going to be the Wonder of Star Wars: The Old Republic, where we play the Sith Inquisitor with a focus on roleplay, story, watching all the cutscenes, and really enjoying the lore of the game. So let's actually jump straight into game right now. Or not, we can just have a black screen, that's fine too. Everything's fine here. Hey everybody, nice to see you all here today. So basically we're just going to be playing the base game of Star Wars: The Old Republic. We're going to be playing my Sith Inquisitor, and one of my goals for him was to play specifically on a free-to-play account. For any of you who are familiar with me, I have a lot of game time in this game. I really like making guides about it on my YouTube channel, and I wanted to see how it was like to play on a free-to-play account. Oh my god, noisy. And so this account is completely free to play, except for we cheated a little bit to get a Cathar character, the kitty cat character. I'm like standing in some random corner. I must have came and hid here last time. Oh, I did. That's exactly it. That's funny. And let's turn nameplates on. And we are also playing every single story in the game, because like, why not? There's no real reason to rush to end game, especially on this account where I have no intentions of rushing off to go do end game content, kind of like I do on my main account. I really like doing all the stuff you can do with other people at end game. I actually really don't mind playing on a free-to-play account at all. I think I would mind more if I was high level, or if I was trying to do any of the like collecting activities, but when you're just doing the story, it's honestly fine. The biggest restriction I found has been honestly like nothing major. Like I can't wear purple armor I pick up. I barely picked up any pieces, like maybe a total of 10 over the entire 50 hours I've been playing. Sometimes I have to deposit my credits in the legacy bay. Like it's like really not a huge thing. We are on Alderaan. We are finishing up, I think, some of the side quests, so I'm not entirely sure which ones. We finished our class story on Alderaan, which was quite cool, especially for Javik specifically. He, in his lore background, he's got a lot of like history with his family. He grew up on Alderaan. With that free-to-play yellow saber. Yeah, I couldn't think of a good reason to replace it yet. I have to go figure out how to get some red crystals. It's just such a pretty place. 6LS says, isn't there a restriction on running and getting mount as well? I think it meant I got it a little later in the game, but honestly, because I was doing every quest in the game, I had a lot less ground to cover, like just by running. So I didn't honestly find it to be much of a restriction. Like if I always forget the exact levels, but I think it's like level 10 for subscribers, you get a speeder, like a mount. And then at level 25 for free to play, but I also leveled so ridiculously fast. It was hilarious, like just from doing all the quests. I think I was on over level 20 before I'd even left Dromund Kaas. Especially because we got to do some fun stuff in the beginning, like got to do the world bosses and stuff like that. That was neat. I remember that still. Kill all the bugs. What level do you usually finish a class storyline? It can vary really wildly. It depends. Are you doing just the class story? Are you doing any other of the quests in between? Are you using any boosts? Do you have any natural boosts like the subscriber boost and being in a guild boost? For example, one of my characters, I was recently doing my bounty hunter, and she was level 50 before she even finished the first, she had just finished the first chapter, and she was level 50 already. And then my other character, I was level 50 by the time I hit boss, I think. But that was during double XP. Yeah, double XP starts tomorrow, and I have a video recorded about that I'm hoping will come out tomorrow morning. So if you want some advice about double XP, I got that coming up for you guys. How many chapters are there for free to play? So in the base class story, there's 3 chapters: chapter 1, 2, and 3. The word chapters doesn't really mean a lot. There's just this huge chunk of story you can play for each class, and it goes all the way to the planet of Corellia, give or take. And then there's 5 expansions total in the game, and the first 2 are available to free-to-play players. The weird chapters is kind of weird because they reuse the word chapters in the expansions, where it's actually like broken down into different distinct segments, versus in the class stories it kind of just denotes a bit of a shift in the storyline. It's not there's not like a hard line. Like half the time I can never figure out which chapter I'm in, and half the time I don't notice when I move from like chapter 2 to 3. I was having that trouble. I was trying to watch back some of my bounty hunter videos and I couldn't figure out what level I was or what chapter I was in. What class are you playing as? Yes, I'm playing the Sith Inquisitor. I've specifically chosen to be a sorcerer, which means I get a lot more lightning than the other option. And I also... oh, I thought this was the entrance. I also... oh, I am supposed to be here? Oh, I'm supposed to touch the giant bird skull. Okay. I'm playing the lightning character, which gets even more lightning, was my 3rd choice. There we go. Did you select the first character you ever created? Yes, whoa! What's going on here? I don't remember this quest very well. This is cool. We're like really, really up high in the mountains. Ancient Killik Burrower. My first character is actually still my main character. I was very lucky when I went about choosing them. I chose the one that I would really enjoy. Do I have all the characters I originally created though? Definitely not. Some of them got lost along the way. Yeah, what's the other DPS option? Is that Madness? K for combat. The other, yes, I could have chosen as well Madness, which is quite fine, I've heard. I've just never given it a solid go yet. Was that it for this quest? Yes, we did it. We have to go back to the research camp, so we'll just quick travel back. Save us some time. What's your favorite ability for the Sith sorcerers? Ooh, I like lightning. I really like, especially after playing this character so much, as well as playing one of my characters on my main account. I really like this one. This is just the Force Storm. I like that it looks really cool. I like that you can choose where to place it. It has a ridiculously long range, like you can put it way far away. And I like that it doesn't have a cooldown, so if I want to be like, woo, woo, and just do that and fight all the enemies that way. Like, it's not the most efficient, but it's very easy, fun, and looks super cool. What is your favorite story? I think I like the Imperial Agent one the most because it has the most intrigue and the most twists and turns. But other than that, I think I really like the Sith Inquisitor story. It's got a lot of cool Force-related stuff. Have you seen the news about alien life discovered on Venus? Yeah, what was that? Hang on. Because it wasn't alien life discovered on Venus. Not quite it. It's phosphine gas in the clouds of Venus. But there's a chance it could have been produced by aliens. We haven't found any actual aliens yet. I don't think I would be playing today if that was the case. That would be crazy. I feel like going to start my apocalypse cult or something instead. Hey, says Snowy. I've completed every story 2+ times. What are some tips for keeping story or the game itself fun to play? I'm not big on PvP and all that guild stuff. I love the solo aspect very much. Yeah, so a lot of people ask me, like, how have you been playing the game so long, like, that you don't get bored of it? And I wonder if I could have cut through the mountains there. That's too bad. Let's see if we can go up this pass here. Hopefully I won't get stuck. My biggest thing is I'm always trying new stuff. If you're not playing the multiplayer part of the game, you're missing out on, like, 2/3 of the game, which sucks, but it's totally up to you if that's what you want to do. In terms of story, so you've played all the stories. I'm assuming that means all the expansions. The only other part of the game that you personally really have to check out if you're not interested in player versus player, you're not interested in flashpoints, you're not interested in roleplay, you're not interested in operations, you're not interested in Galactic Starfighter. That's like the other chunk of the game that you're missing. That would be what you have left is probably collecting and exploring. I don't know what you have in terms of your I would guess you have a lot of this already, but like, have you collected all the datacrons yet? Have you gone through the achievements and looked for some of the cooler and more interesting ones? Are you doing the events like the Rackwell event when it's live for only a limited time? Kind of stuff like that. That's what I got most interested in when I was playing like on a daily basis, which I don't really do anymore. I really got into finding those rare and interesting achievements in between doing group content. Because you have to do a lot of waiting sometimes. Unlimited lightning! Here we go. Here's our quest giver.
Here's the relic. I hope it contains the Killik records you expected.
Finally, it's in my hands. Our Killik experts will be thrilled. I appreciate your haste. You certainly shamed those pathetic researchers of mine wherever they are.
Just doing my good deed for the decade.
We owe the Empire much. And we will not forget. Soon we'll drive the Killiks into submission. Then Alderaan will finally bow to House Thule.
Why don't you have Mark of Power on? Because you have to activate it. And I didn't activate it. There you go. You must make room in your inventory. No, we have too much stuff. Oh dear. This is what we get for doing all the quests. We just get a ton of stuff. Is there a vendor nearby? Yes, there is. I just can't see him. Ah, here he is. When do I get to play?
Only as intended.
When do I get to play a transition? Probably not anytime soon, sorry. What is your favorite Sith Inquisitor companion? Oh, that's a really good question. I haven't gotten them all yet on this character.
You will.
Kem Val usually ends up being my bestest buddy. I'm just selling the gifts because I decided a while ago I didn't want to stress about leveling up my companion. But I did, however, get an implant, which is probably a good improvement. Nice!
Do you require medical attention?
I'm so used to doing leveling up all my gear on my main character, who's a high level. Not no, my OCD just used sell junk. I did. Can you please play Knights of the Old Republic? I don't know if that's one I would want to play on stream. I've played it quite a few times. I have trouble returning to it. Mainly, the graphics are some of it, though Mr. Swtorista helped me mod it. And also the playstyle is just very... It's a lot older and different than newer games, so I struggle with it a bit. But then there's the shining part, is the story, which doesn't get old at all. Have you played as every species in SWTOR? Yes, that's actually why we decided to play a Cathar on this free-to-play account, because Cathar was the only one I hadn't played yet. I think I maybe haven't played a Miraluka character, because I noticed that one wasn't unlocked on my main account. They're kind of just... Like, I know they're more than humans with a face mask, but that's what they look like visually, so I wasn't very interested. Waba says, I wanted to ask if you also think Force users in cutscenes suck. I mean, all of them enter the Eternal Throne at some point, but get force pushed by nearly everyone in cutscenes like total morons. Yeah, well, if you mean, do Force users suck? Like, do they suck at fighting against Arkin or Valen or Valkorion? All of those people are extremely powerful, so it kind of makes sense to get pushed around by them sometimes. You get to do some good smacking them around too, when the time comes. Rob says, I have both sub and free-to-play accounts. Can I get a free-to-play tune into my guild? Yeah, you sure can. You can go on your subscriber account. You might have to have a second computer though at the time, like a laptop or something. Because you need to have both accounts online at the same time to have your subscriber guild invite your free-to-play account. And then you'd have to do that for every one of your free-to-play account characters. Kind of a pain, but you could do it. Just a heads up, chat goes a little faster that I can answer questions, so if you ask something further up and I didn't catch it, feel free to copy and paste your question again. I'm just going around doing the Alderaan quests. They're not the most interesting. We covered all the really cool stuff earlier on in Alderaan. Return to Lord Sergei Thule. Yeah, we did all the stuff with the Kilix and the Black Hive. Nice, I think this is actually it. I think this is where it sends us off of Alderaan for the bonus quest. Hey Craig, nice to see you. What class will you do next? So we're gonna be on this character for a ridiculously long time because we decided to do all the quests, and a lot of players have requested that when we get to that point to actually do the expansion. So maybe in 6 years I'll start another character.
My friend, 2 hours ago I took the head of one of Organa's generals. The battle was glorious.
You shall be our beloved king.
Oh.
But only because you held the other front. How high were Killik bodies piled by the time you were through? How many joiners fell at your feet?
If you're curious, why don't you face the Killiks and I'll fight the nobles?
If the opportunity arises, perhaps I will.
You wished to present the message, my lord?
Yes. Our ally in the Order of Extermination passed this along.
The Black Hive has crumbled. Their Killiks are in retreat, and collapsing their tunnels should be simple. I'm sorry I can't say this in person. I'm heading out for aerial reconnaissance. But I want to recognize your efforts. In the name of the First Huntsman, by the Stone of Chianar, I pronounce you Brethren of the Order. We will remember you always.
Cool.
Generous as the sentiment may be, it's time we eliminated her. She knows you, she knows Thul's secrets,
What?
and her usefulness is over.
We're not killing her. No.
That woman is not a threat to you. I want her left alone.
Why? Why is she even worth the risk?
The Black Hive is dealt with, but there are other nests, and the Order of Extermination is your best hope against them.
Alderaan's fate tied to those zealots. Still, perhaps you're right. We'll keep her under observation. I must return to the battlefield, but I wish you well in your travels. What you've seen here on Alderaan, it's only the start for the galaxy.
Man, that was such a short-sighted thing. Like, the Killiks, we know they come back in waves. That guy just wants to get rid of her. Tori wants to know, did I see the new Squadron cinematic? I haven't yet. I'm super excited to watch it. I think I was saving it to try and watch it with Mr. Swtorista. He's been... I've been trying to follow the news with him about Squadrons, because it's been cool to watch it all come out. Cyber says, what's the coolest stuff to do as a preferred player? So that super depends. As a preferred player, what content you'll have available will depend on when you last subscribed. So like off the top of my head, what I was doing a lot as a preferred player was I was working on a lot of achievements, though that's not exactly cool. It's oh, rat ghouls are coming for me. Stay away, freaky rat ghouls. A really good thing is to probably work on the legendary achievement if you've never done that one before, and that's to play one of every class story all the way through. Oh, did I catch the rat ghoul disease? No, doesn't look like I did. Good, because I don't want to buy a vaccine on this character. But like, let's say you have the Eternal Throne expansions unlocked, I would definitely go do the Eternal Championship. That's a really cool one. You can go do the Star Fortress achievements, stuff like that. Rob also wants to know, so free to play is limited to 50 level? No, it's limited to 60 now. It actually got oh, I thought I had that unlocked. I guess I have to go back to my ship the old-fashioned way. It's level 60 now, and the first 2 expansions are free. Whoa, Marcus did 170 rat ghoul dailies in 6 days. That's way too many, dude. Oh, that's, what would be divided by 6? That'd be like, what, 18 a day, give or take? That's not too terrible. For the Fashion Friday signups, those don't actually start till the event starts, so that no one signs up who's not actually there by accident. Yeah, how do I sign up for the fashion show? Yeah, so you just hold on and show up on Friday, and then I'll unlock the little spreadsheet and post a link. Don't get the Raccoon virus. No, sweet. So we're about to start heading to the next section of our class story, so I'm excited for that.
With the Raccoon plague, please arrange for your immediate incineration.
Are you aware that you don't have Thundering Blast on your ability tab? Oh, what happened to it? That's a great question. Javik's bars, I think, got a little messed up somewhere. See. Here it is. Yeah. Kind of a key ability there. I think Force Lightning is technically not even supposed to be on my bars at all at this point. Favorite class story, I really like the Imperial Agent a lot. Second favorite is the one I'm playing right now, this Sith Inquisitor. Oh, Shara is next. I sure hope so. Check Boy wants to know, does SWTOR have a Halloween event? Sort of. We have a new event coming in October called Feast of the Huts. Feast of Prosperity, about the Huts, but we don't know much about it yet. They should be coming out with the test server and a new live stream in the next month or so, which is cool. Have you ever played The Force Unleashed? No, I never played those games. They seem cool though. Hi there, High Ground Gaming. Do you think MMO Star Wars game could be made in the future? Yeah, so making an MMO is this huge endeavor. I'm sure at some point we'll get a new one. I just don't know when that will be. Basically, it'll be at the point where it's a good time to transition SWTOR out and transition something new in. No idea what point in time that would be appropriate. Oh, we just need to go talk to the terminal. The Huts return! We're gonna be feeding them this time, not killing them. Why do you think lots of people dislike Skadge? Oh, he's freaking creepy, man.
Ah, apprentice. You have the artifact. Wonderful. And Lady Fool sends her thanks once more for your aid against Organa's Jedi.
Ah, thank you very much, Flex. Enjoy the little droid beside your name in chat now.
I only did it for the prize.
And won an important victory. Lady Fool is a vital ally to the Empire. By all accounts, you have a very promising future ahead of you, apprentice. Now that you've found the last of the artifacts, I hope to see you on Dromund Kaas as soon as possible. We still have much work to do.
We have much work to do. Yay, we get to go back to our favorite Sith lady. Oh, we got an achievement? Oh, we got an I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't think you can, but I got a Steam achievement for completing that planet on Javik. That's funny. For those of you who don't know, oh look, I can technically start the expansion now if I wanted. The first expansion, I'm high enough level. I don't know. Now is not the time for that. Right, Steam achievements are now available, which is quite cool. I was taking a look at mine. I'm only missing a couple of them. The biggest one I just finished was I finished Master Mode! 3rd expansion, Knights of the Fallen Empire. That was a big one. I was very proud of that. How are you level 51 already, even though you're on Alderaan? Just doing all the quests gets you a lot of XP. I've been doing all of them, not just the main class quests, including all the ones that are hidden by default. If you open your map, there's show exploration missions, and there's a ton of little yellow triangle missions instead of just the purple triangle missions. Star Wars Thanksgiving. I think that's what they're going for the Feast of Prosperity, except I have a feeling it's going to be very much a kind of silly twist on Thanksgiving, because we're going to be feeding the Hutts, not exactly like talking about bounteous for ourselves and for our families. They mentioned something about going to fight world bosses to get ingredients, which I thought was interesting. Oh, darn it. I always do this. This says fly to Drummond Cost, then use your ship's terminal. Not fly to Drummond Cost and then leave. What got you into playing SWTOR in the first place? I played the Knights of the Old Republic games, and I really fell in love with them. And as soon as I heard the news years before the game came out that they were making one, I was just like, I was hooked before it even came out. Let's go back to our ship. Here we go. Any tips on how to get cartel coins? And greetings from Scotland. Hey, Brandon Harvey. Greetings from California. SWTOR achievements, cartel coins. So the main idea is that for cartel coins, you're supposed to buy them. That's just like, that's the idea. But there are some that you can earn for free. I'm trying to find my list. Hang on. So here's a video about it.
The Academy.
Cartel coins. And in the video's description, there's a link to, I think, a Google Doc of a list of achievements that you can do in the game to earn cartel coins for free.
How much I enjoy serving you. I am a lucky
You're looking for Zash? Well, she's not here. Allow me to introduce myself. Darth Thanaton. Don't worry, I haven't done anything to your master. I'm far too interested in how this game she's playing will turn out. I've waited a long time to meet you. An alien in the Sith ranks is an extremely rare thing.
It never ceases to amaze me how narrow-minded the Sith can be.
I wouldn't call it narrow-mindedness. The individual and the social will must be reconciled. There are no lords in an anarchy. I'm not concerned with your origins. The trials on Korriban are an honored tradition designed to sift out the unworthy. I trust they've served their purpose. I want to speak to you about your master.
I think this may be the Chapter 1 finale. This will be a good one to watch.
That seems to be everyone's favorite subject these days.
Really? I'd love to hear what everyone has to say. Darth Zash is arrogant and reckless. The reckless have a way of defeating themselves in the end. When she finally self-destructs, be careful not to get caught in the blast. A young Sith should not associate himself too closely with a master like Zash.
It's all right. I'm going to kill her anyway.
I will pretend I didn't hear that. You must seek your own way. Carve out your own victories. The cult you won on Nar Shaddaa was a good first step, but it's not enough. A Sith cannot live without a power base. Good luck.
Ooh, good luck indeed.
My child, your power has grown since we last met. Your strength will rise and shake the Sith. I feel it.
This is my friend.
I have another gift for you. One that was dearer to me than even my life. My own lightsaber. Until now, lost to me. But through your great power in the Force, I have found it. You must claim it.
So where do I find this lightsaber?
I entrusted it to my faithful retainer, Jonas Aeschylus, the only servant who didn't betray me when Tulak Horde moved against me. He swore he and his heirs would keep it safe until the time that my heir would return to claim it. His heir is on Nar Shaddaa, working in one of the casinos there. Her name is Mila Aeschylus. Go to her and claim your inheritance.
Bye, great-granddad. Great-great-great-great-great-great-granddad. So we're heading to Nar Shaddaa. What server are you playing on? I am on the Starforge server. How are you playing this game for so long? I have a tendency to jump around a lot between the different parts of the game. I don't stick to more than one, more than like a month to 3 months. last couple of days, what have I been into? I've been super into the Rackle event. Like, I hadn't done it for like years probably, and then I went and started looking into all the little secret stuff about it, and I got very interested, and I was putting together runs for the eyeless boss and trying to collect as many of the currency as I could, and I also before that I was playing the Bounty Hunter story, which I'd actually never played, even though I've been playing for 9 years, so that was really cool. I jumped into Galactic Starfighter for a while. The most recent big project I did in game was I did the Master Mode, Knights of Fallen Empire expansions. Those were very difficult and a really good, fun challenge to go through. What's your favorite discipline for Commando? I have not dug deep into the Commando yet, but I really like Commando heals. But I've mostly only played that at a lower level. I just find them really fun in Flashpoints, especially with your green beam of love. Oh, so we need to remember that we are... Why? Oh, these are repeatable now. Got it. I was trying to figure out why the bonus series was showing up again. So we need to go pick up Great Granddad's lightsaber! Yeah, great question. Marcus says, wait, if Calig is Javik's ancestor, does that mean in the story Calig is a Cathar too? Never thought about that before. We actually thought really hard about that when we were setting up the lore for this character, and that was one of the questions. So what does that make? Does that make Calig a Cathar, or does that maybe make Calig a pureblood or a human or something like that, and then the mother a Cathar? So I think we ended up deciding... Wonder of SWTOR, let's see. Javik's Lord Calig. Before his death, the pro-alien Calig took a secret love-matched Cathar wife who bore him sons. Due to the Cathar's tradition of mating for life, these children would branch into Calig's lineage, eventually leading to Javik, his distant relative. What are you doing YouTube full-time? I am in marketing right now. It's my job. Oh yeah, I could have just quick traveled over here. Would have saved myself some time. Yes, we don't know the actual race of Calig. So in our story, I can't remember if we actually decided. Yeah, I don't even think in our story we decided. Just kind of left it up to chance. All I know is he's not a Twi'lek, so's Leku not gonna fit, man.
You're Mila Aeschylus, aren't you? I believe you have a lightsaber that belongs to me.
I knew this would happen. I warned him, but he wouldn't listen. Please, don't kill me. I'll get the lightsaber back, I promise.
You don't have the lightsaber?
Oh no!
It's not my fault. It's my father's. Dad was never very smart, but a couple of years ago he topped himself. Put everything we had, lightsaber included, on the sabacc table against a sleazebag named Gil Rosen, a known cheater. Lost it all.
You will wish your father had walked away from that table.
I warned him.
Frankie.
Mill, he says, you gotta stop believing in myths. Now he's dead. And I'm paying off his debts. All of them. I'd get the lightsaber back, but Rosen has it, and he's holed up in the industrial area. It's too dangerous, and I can't exactly afford help.
So we decided Javik is generally a good person. He doesn't kill people wantonly. He actively advocated for that woman's life earlier on Alderaan, but he's very impulsive. Violence is not a stranger to him, so he's going to be doing something very impulsive because he's very upset about this missing lightsaber.
Your cowardice sickens me.
Look, you want to go? Fine. But I'd get killed. Rosen will have guards everywhere. Oh, and please don't kill me. Only an Aeschylus can open the lightsaber case. Some kind of genetic lock, so if you get it, bring it here.
Stefan says, I'm so excited to get back into the game. Would you recommend the sniper or the operative for Imperial Agent? So I really love the operative, mainly because I really like having stealth and I like being able to roll around. I find it ridiculously fun. I haven't given the sniper a very solid go yet because I don't like they're the very opposite of that. You stand still and you are a turret. However, I was playing player versus player this morning content and I was going crazy. I was trying to deal with these. There was like 3 snipers in one match and they were just living the high life. They were hunkered down or entrenched or whatever it's called, and they were just taking no for an answer. Everything I was trying to do to them was not working on my Vanguard character. I couldn't jump to them, I couldn't move them, I couldn't do anything to them. So I bet you sniper can be a lot of fun too. It also kind of depends.
Open for business.
If you wanted to heal at all,
Have a safe and
don't pick
pleasant
the
stay.
sniper. Obviously, you got to go with your operative. Have you ever considered becoming a narrator for voice books or something similar? I've seen a lot of people suggest that, but voice acting requires an entirely different set of skills. I mostly just kind of read stuff and talk. Being able to act and emote is something you don't just start with. It's something you need to practice and build up, and I have a lot of respect for voice actors. It's not really something I would just jump into for fun. Did you try Galaxies when it was out? I got to play for like 10 minutes. I didn't realize what it was. That was an online game. I spent like 3 days trying to install it. And then when I finally got into it, it was just too complicated. There was too much going on. I had no idea what to do. And I like quit. And I regret it years later that I didn't give it a more solid go, because I probably really would have enjoyed it. Do you recommend to resub for someone who returns to the game? Ooh, that's a great question. So in general, should you sub or not? If you're playing the game and you're actively enjoying it, that's generally a good time to be subbing, like whether you're a returning player, a new player, or whatever. If you're trying to save money and are trying to figure out, like, do I need to subscribe? Like, how many expansions do you have unlocked? Have you reached the point where you can't progress anymore? They're all kind of questions you have to answer first. Striker says, wow, I thought you finished this age ago. Yeah, we took like a 2-year break. We're back. We're good. Back to playing Javik in the Wonder of SWTOR. Who is your favorite companion? I really like Nadia Grell from the Jedi Consular story. Am I reading this right? Livafox says, whoa, what did I hop in on? I just start VO. You just started, are you saying you just started practicing to do voiceover? If so, that's really cool. Oh, that poor dog just died in like 5 seconds. I'm not even sure I need to kill it. Yeah, I'm not really interested in playing on a legacy server for Galaxies. I'd rather play on something that's currently active. Dalgrim says, hi, return to the game when you guys are new and old are super helpful. Welcome back then. Awesome. What are you doing on Nar Shaddaa? Yes, so I'm having a hard time remembering because we last played some of the older stories over a year ago, and I think we are returning just for the class story. It's a very fairly short mission. We are going to go find Calig's lightsaber. For those of you who remember from earlier in the story, Calig is that glowing blue ghost who's my ancestor, and he said that the lightsaber was being held here by a family that was entrusted to care for it, but one of them gambled it away. So we're gonna go fight some thugs and get that lightsaber back. And use a lot of Force Lightning along the way. I see Thundering Blast isn't proccing by anything. I don't remember what's supposed to proc it. If I remember right, it's more just my filler move. if the Republic classes and the Imperial classes were to fight each other, who do you think would win? Probably the Imperial classes, because they'd be a lot more willing to fight dirty. Versus only the Smuggler would fight dirty. And Republic side. Hey, welcome back to the game, Michael. Lightning Sorcerer is bae. Yes, I agree highly with this, indeed. Alright, let's go talk to these guys and get that lightsaber back.
You shouldn't have come here, Sith. I've got eyes and ears all over this city. I heard all about your little talk with the Escalus whelp. Lucky for you, I'm feeling generous, so I'm willing to make a deal.
You have my complete, undivided attention.
Here's what I propose. I give you the lightsaber, and you come work for me as my own personal Sith. That, or you pay me 3 million credits.
3 million credits? My credit cap is 1 million credits. Get out of here!
I don't think so.
All right, then. You made your choice. Boys, kill the Sith.
Sir, you do realize...
No complaints. I don't pay you to complain. Kill him. Kill him. What are you doing?
Sorry, boss. You can't pay me enough to fight no Sith.
Sorry. You don't see that come up often, but it's so realistic. Look at cranky kitty face right here.
You don't get off that easy.
No! I don't want to die!
Give me my lightsaber! Danky had a cool question earlier in chat. What level can you be to start customizing your lightsaber? Their lightsaber colors specifically. So that is a great question, and I imagine that's hard to answer for yourself as a newer player. Technically, the answer is as early as level 1. If you're a veteran player, kind of like me, who has multiple characters, can go buy expensive stuff and send it over to their new characters, you can escape out of the original cutscene. Where you're landing on Tython or Korriban or whatever, and mail your character an actual lightsaber, mail them a purple crystal, and give them a cool outfit, and then you can start the cutscene, and you can even go do the sorry, it makes me laugh. You can go do the cutscene where you earn your lightsaber while you're wearing a lightsaber, if that's what you wanted to do. Now, well, I'm guessing that's probably not the case for you. You're probably a newer returning player, and you have maybe a level 20 character or something like that. Probably the answer is once you finish your first planet is where you could start getting lightsaber color crystals, because then you'll have a lot access to the crafting trainers and the GTN, which is the Galactic Trade Market, which is the player-run market where you can buy a bajillion different crystals. However, if you're on a free-to-play account, it gets really tricky. I actually did a whole bunch of research into it recently, and if you're interested in finding more about free-to-play crystals, here's the info. And if you want to just find all the crystals in the game, I'm typing it out for you real fast. It's Swtorista.com/crystals, and you can just kind of start browsing there. I think I got my... I think I should actually just quick travel away if I have that available, which it looks like I do. I think she's in the casino. What's the speeder? I don't remember what this is called. This is the lotion duster. I think I bought it for a vendor, from a vendor for 7,000 credits on the fleet. I think there's a vendor selling speeders there very cheap. I think I just bought the cheapest one that I thought was cool. Decian says, hey, I'm a new player to this, and your videos got my character to level 44. Oh, very nice. Oh, no, that was Danky. Your videos have been so helpful so far. Danky is at level 44. Oh, yeah, so you're pretty decently far along. You might be able to afford some of those more expensive crystals on the Galactic Trade Network. So if you remember how to get back to the fleet, you can go into your abilities, and it'll usually be this one right here, Emergency Fleet Pass. And then when you open the map, look for Galactic Trade Market, and that section has a big green terminal you can search for crystals on. And then I just sort by price, like I'm super lazy, and just see what's available in my budget. Or of course you can check out crafting, and I've got a lot of videos about crafting too. What are the crystals that lie around every planet? Yeah, that's a great question. So those crystals are liar crystals. They're liars. You can't put those in your lightsaber right away. Basically, they are a crafting material. You can technically use some of them to craft into lightsaber crystals, but it's a bit tricky about what can be used for what. And also, a lot of those crystals can't be used by free-to-play or preferred players, which sucks. I wish you could just pick them up off the ground and put them in your saber. That would be so cool.
Hey, look, lay off the lightning this time, okay?
I think he's cooled down a little bit, so we'll apologize.
I thought you liked it.
Hey!
Sorry, I guess I'm just not that kind of a girl. Now, give me a second with this case. There. There's your lightsaber. Now go, please.
You can shock her again. That's so mean.
I have no more business with you.
The oath's filled now, right? We're even?
Liar crystals. They're really pretty, the ones on the ground, though. I like them a lot. That's it. And that was our short little quest on our Nar Shaddaa. Oh, I keep trying to quick travel to my ship, but I don't have that option yet because I'm too low of a level. Or legacy level, rather. What is your crew skill? I'm not really crafting on Javik. I picked up archaeology. That's it. So I could pick up crystals off the ground and do nothing with them. Who is the best healer? I haven't really seen a lot of like solid, like this healer's best. They're quite different from each other, so I think it's more of a preference thing. I'm trying to exit, but I think I'm going the wrong way here. Oh, who's the best healer? Probably Zoom. Yeah. If they were asking about companions, probably Zoom, yes. If you have her. Which most people don't. Are you gonna try squadrons? Yes, I've actually got to try it in kind of I don't know what it would be called. It was before the beta came out. It was pretty cool. I would have liked some more hands-on time with it. It was kind of hard to test it and such. We were kind of thrown into it. The fleet battles were massive though, like really crazy. And the cockpit was very beautiful. And by the way, if you asked a question earlier and I missed it, feel free to copy and paste it again. How do you get Zoom? Zoom is a companion that's only available as a former subscriber reward or through this item, which unlocks a little chapter you can play, and that's how you earn her. I don't really recommend buying the item just to earn her, though.
Open for business.
Okay, so we're heading back to spaceport.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Oh, Pokemon's so nice. They're offering to mail Denki a crystal. But the sad part is if Denki's free to play, then Denki will probably not be able to equip whatever you're mailing over. Denki says, did you play this on Steam or have you been playing for a while? Yeah, I've been playing for a long time. I actually switched my game over to Steam though, so I could see the Steam achievements. I was excited about those when they came out.
In alai matai gaswin pita.
Yeah, free Steam achievements. I just like the idea that other people could see them. It just seemed really cool to me. Is this the Sith Inquisitor one? Sure is. Manriquez wants to know, I believe they're asking, does anyone from Chile play? If you do, shout in chat. Quick travel, my joke to you? I think the quick travel time got reduced or something? Because when I was originally playing Javik, his quick travel time was so... I had to wait like 30 minutes between each quick travel. I have to see if I unlocked anything for him or if I'm just misremembering. Tim says, what server is this? We are on Starforge. Do you not use Legacy Return to Personal Starship? I wasn't able to unlock it because I'm not high enough Legacy level yet.
You're looking fit and deadly, as
Since
always.
this is my only character so far on this specific account. Use your ship's holo terminal. Let's go! Lightsaber time!
Apprentice, you have all the artifacts. Excellent. Meet me on Drummond Cast immediately. I'm sorry I don't have more time to talk. There is much work to do to prepare the ritual.
Look at her. No time to talk. Too busy plotting your demise, cruel witch. You have done well, flesh of my flesh, in seeking out your inheritance. But things are more dire than I suspected. I have discovered the nature of Darth Zash's strange rituals. There is no doubt that she intends to cause you harm.
I'll believe it when I see it, not before.
Then you would throw everything away. Zash praises your great strength, yet she fears it. The rituals she performs are to protect her against the Force. Ask yourself, why go to such lengths to defend herself against the Force, if she has no intention of fighting you?
So, what now?
Do not let Zash move first. Arm yourself with anger. Steel yourself with hate. Crush her before she has a chance to strike. And if at all possible, do not face her alone, but bring an ally who can break through her defenses.
I still can't believe Zash would hurt me.
She has seduced you with the illusion of freedom so that you may die her willing slave. I can be no further help to you. I am too weak to face Zash. It depends on you. Just remember, whatever you do, do not enter the Dark Temple alone. Zash is prepared.
Ooh, that was cool. Hey, we got Calig's lightsaber! Calig's scorching lightsaber. I'm so excited. I wanted this lightsaber for a long time. The original time I did this, I got a double-bladed lightsaber. And now I have a cool one. Oh, and it's a curved hilt. We need to put a purple crystal in there. Oh, no! I just did a research video about this and I learned that there's no way to get a purple lightsaber crystal on a free-to-play account. Oh! That's so upsetting. Very upsetting. Okay, we'll go back to Drummond Cast and we are gonna... This is awesome. We're gonna go... This is a very, very cool scene coming up, if I remember right. Very, very important and key part of the Sith Inquisitor story. Yay! Okay, use the ship's holo terminal.
Apprentice, you've arrived on Drummond Cast. Marvelous. Let's get right to work. Secrecy is vital, so I've secured us a nice, out-of-the-way spot for the ritual. Meet me in the innermost chamber of the Dark Temple, where you pacify the apparition, and we can begin.
I trust you've made all the necessary preparations.
Indeed. All I need are the artifacts themselves, and of course you. Then we can begin. But there is one thing. Given the sensitive nature of this ritual, I would ask that you not bring your pirate companion. Your Deshard is fine, desirable even, given the sensitive nature of your bond to him.
I understand completely.
Good. Now hurry and meet me in the Dark Temple. The sooner you arrive, the sooner we can begin.
Oh, right. So a couple of you are saying that yes, quick travel has been far reduced since I was originally playing this, so that's cool. Very nice. Very convenient. Gamer Dude asked a really interesting question. Can you play any instruments? No, I never really had the opportunity growing up, and as an adult, they kind of scare me. I really like to sing, though I don't have enough voice control to do it for anybody else. A friend got me into that, though, when we were in high school. I would maybe like to learn an instrument one day, but it's a lot of work. I know, from what I understand, learning an instrument, the biggest thing is just sitting down and do it and practicing. Like, it's not something that'll magically come to you. You just have to sit down and put the hard work into learning and practicing. And I have a lot of hobbies right now. Right now, my current instrument is sewing machine. Yo, I'm so proud though right now. I'm wearing a pair of shorts that I sewed for myself, and they fit perfectly. And they have a gusset. If you want to Google what a gusset is, go for it. I'm so proud I was able to add it. And it makes them super stretchy and comfy. And like, they actually fit well. Like, super, super proud. Herder of Sheep says, Swtorista, will you now change Javik's outfit? Yes! Now is the time. This is his Alderaan outfit, though I kinda have gotten very fond of it. Like, it really suits him. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he kind of feels a bit like an imposter here on Drummond Cost, and wearing all these fancy lords outfits is like an extension of that.
Destination?
Quick travel. Am I a joke to you? Let's use it. What's the difference between the Steam version and the regular version? So once you're actually in game, there's no difference as far as I can tell. Like, you could, there's I have a little guide about it, but you can literally copy your game's files folder over if you to an extent. But the main difference is how you log in, the launcher. So the launcher for the normal game, the launcher for the Steam game are quite different. Obviously, the one for the Steam launcher is tied to your Steam account, and there's some extra like stuff about that. And then the way it gets downloaded when it's patching or originally installing is quite different. The Steam launcher seems to be more stable, but you can't jump into the game early when you're first installing it. So you have to wait for the entire thing to install, versus the original game, you can jump in at about 20% or so. I don't know what we want to give Javik for an outfit, to be honest. Let's see. I don't think we picked up anything super notable. We have to look for something that... Oh, does he have to go back for a hood again? I'm so used to seeing his beautiful flowing locks of hair now. And by that I mean his hair that looks like it kind of went through a wind tunnel. So we got this. We got this. Got this. I like this one. This is what he was wearing before, though. This one's pretty crazy. I think it's maybe a little too crazy for Javik. Got this one's kind of similar. This one's pretty cool. I don't know if it's very Javik, though. What's that one? That's the Thermal Force Lords. This one's just a little too bulky for him. He is like, he's a big cat. He's a big guy, but he also, I don't think he really likes the big, heavy, bulky armor very much. He likes to be a little more lithe. Okay, let's open up some of these boxes and see if there's anything else cool in here. Ooh, here's a cool one. Fractured Force Lords. Ooh, this one's cool. Hang on, let's put this on just to see it. I don't know if we'll... This is what Javik is wearing outside of the outfit designer right now. Let's take off that helmet. Ah, that's friggin' cool. I don't know if it's very Javik though. What do you guys think of this one? It says Fractured Force Lord set. I think there's technically a crafted version kind of similar, but it's a bit obscure. Nice, looks good. Sith, bruh. Yeah. That's a pretty crazy outfit. How can you be level 52? My character, yeah, I think we've been traveling back and forth a lot. This is like the 10th time we've returned to Drummond class. We've already finished our class story here, but our lady, our Sith Master is here, so she called us back again. She wants to talk to us throughout the story too, which makes sense. Lex says, can I ask, are you streaming regular or just when you have time? Yeah, so yeah, it's not very useful. It's kind of hard to look up, sorry. So schedule, see if that works. Nope, that does not work. So I'm streaming yay, every morning at 8 a.m. PDT. I'm just doing it on Twitch instead of YouTube. And then every Monday and Friday it will be on YouTube at 3 p.m. PDT. So Mondays we're playing our lovely Javik like we are right now. And then, oh, look at the back of this thing. That's cool. And then every Friday we're doing the Fashion Friday. I think this is, it's so bulky. I'll use it until I find something cooler, until we go to the next planet maybe, but I don't like the flapping wings on the side there. No. Have you ever tried sewing any historical clothing? I'm still working on like the basic stuff. My goal was that I'm very small. I struggle to find clothes that fit my dimensions, however you want to say that. So right now I'm trying to sew like shorts and shirts and stuff out of fabric that I like in a way that fits me closely. So I'm really excited about that. Starting to finally get to that point where I'm not making like things that fit like a bag or like are backwards or have like a third arm or, you know.
Destination?
Enjoy your stay.
Roscoe says, I swear the graphics seem better optimized on Steam. Like I said, I'm pretty sure like they're the same as far as I can tell. What's your favorite class? I like to play, Trooper is the one I like to play the most. That's my main character. Nice football helm. Oh no. Bosch Cobb says, last time I played, the last piece of story content was the red dude that talks with you on your base. Was anything added after that? I'm glad I know what you're talking about because that's a really funny way to word it. Yes, says the last piece of story. There's going to be a new event added to the game coming this fall that might have a hint towards the story. I'm not sure yet. And then the actual next story update is going to be in the holidays of this year. It got pushed back a lot. Obviously quarantine threw things off a lot. Scylla says, so should I just do every planet arc just to level up? I don't think you need to. You definitely don't need to. My general rule of thumb is play how you want. Like, I'm doing all the side stories for fun because I want to, but you don't have to. Basically, if you want to just do your class quest, like the purple one, like I'm doing right now, you can do that and then just do any side quests if you start falling behind. Like, they don't go anywhere either. You can also do a flashpoint to catch up, or a heroics, or a PvP, or a galactic starfighter, whatever you want. It's not really something you should stress too much about in terms of level anymore. Greetings from Poland. Hey there, Vault Boy. Greetings from California. Darnak Kalik wants to let me know that I need to wear big shoulder pads to prepare for when I become a Darth. It's true. It's true. That's how you tell everyone you're a Darth. I was so mad. I was trying to sew these shorts and I was having a lot of trouble focusing, and I sewed them inside out like 3 times. I was like in rage mode after the 3rd time, but I got it, so I was super proud for sticking with it, and now I have some functional clothing to wear. Hegel says, nobody is a set small, medium, or large. I get shirts made, now I'm using the leftover material for matching masks. Oh, that's a super cool way to recycle that extra fabric. That's awesome. Silas also asked, should I do every planet arc when I arrive at the planet? Is it worth it? It's super up to you. Once again, if you like seeing all the story, do it. If you're feeling you're getting burnt out from having to do every quest, don't do them. Like, I think in general your goal should be to do your class story, because that's considered the best ones in the game. Kind of just sneaking around everyone here. Oh, I need to go further up the tunnel. I saw this green, and I thought it was my green door, like saying my class story was there. It's not, it's just green fog. Raph says, what do you think about the Consular story? Just started the Consular to become a legendary player. I'm 3 classes in. Oh, nice. You've got double XP coming up starting tomorrow, so perfect timing for that goal. The Jedi Consular story I like a lot because I really like the slower side of being a Jedi, like not necessarily slashing things with the lightsaber, but the whole diplomacy thing, the whole healing thing. I know a lot of players consider it boring though. Very much the opposite for me. I like it a lot. It's choking me! Oh, I'm so excited for this quest coming up. We're almost there. Gotta make our way through the tunnel. Wear the Karaga Bell hat. Yes, that's how I assert my dominance. That's how I'll scare away other Sith. So Javik's actually he's kind of a bit broken up about the fact that Lord Zash is actually looking to betray him. He trusts Calig. He feels like the spiritual blood of my blood connection. He doesn't feel like Calig's trying to trick him in any way. So he believes Calig saying that Lord Zash is trying to hurt him in some way, though he doesn't really understand why. Javik's main goal, like his motivation, is to become powerful enough and to curry enough favor that he never has to be a slave again. That he never has to, and that he can protect his family and not have them be a source of weakness. So right now he's got, as far as he knows, his mother. He was able to rescue her from slavery. And he has her hidden in his apartment. And then his father is still out there missing somewhere. I think we're gonna find him on Tatooine, but I gotta figure out where we are in the... Oh, what happened? Oh, we gotta go this way. But I gotta figure out where we are in the planetary list. Oh, here we go. Here's our door.
Sight is like.
I think Zash would clear the way before we have to come over here. Bosch says, do you make stories in your head for characters you create? Yes, actually for about half of them, not all of them. This character has a lot of story attached to him that we actually made together in the past. Me and like lots of other people on YouTube got to give their input. I need to restart that, but I haven't found a good way to do that with my current schedule. Silas, yeah, so if you're behind in level, go do a flashpoint, go do some heroics, go do some PvP, go do some of those side quests. If you don't have it on, you could do show exploration missions, as some of them might be hidden by default. You're missing out on the Droman Cost General chat. No, I don't think I am. I think I'm okay without it. You should use Calig's lightsaber. Didn't I equip it? I'm pretty sure I did. And sadly, it didn't have it had a yellow crystal in there. A lot of the lightsabers now do. It's like the empty color to kind of remind you to go put your own color of choice in there. Hi, Swtorista. SWTOR is the best game to come back to over and over again. Hey, Brian. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm gonna take just a second before we start this. I'm so excited. Look at this place. Look at how cool this is. Look at how awesome this is. Warning. We're about to hit some super big spoilers for the Sith Inquisitor's story. If you wanted to play it on your own, now would be a really good time to jump out if you didn't want to see those spoilers. This is your official warning. Hopefully you figured it out by now that we're doing the Sith Inquisitor story, but we're about to get like the first really big spoiler, I guess you would say. And there's no going back from knowing this, I guess you could say. Okay. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. Isn't this Emperor's throne on the Jedi Knight Star? It's possible that they reused the room. There's definitely not a throne up there. There's just Lord Zash and like a table. Okay, let's go.
Such marvelous power radiates from you now. Clear, strong, you have truly come into your own. I've arranged for you to receive the title of Lord of the Sith. I hope you realize what an honor and responsibility it is. As a Darth, I answer only to Darth Thanaton, who answers to the Dark Council. As a Lord, you're only one step below that, and you tower above many.
Yeah, that's what Javik wants. He's a lord now.
It's about time greatness got its due.
Do not get ahead of yourself, apprentice. There is still the ritual to undergo. And I'll warn you, the ritual may prove a trying experience. But once it's done, you will be truly great, truly powerful.
We can't waste any more time.
Yes, I am eager as well. But there is something I must tell you. The truth is, I have not been completely honest with you. I wish I could have been, but the timing was not right.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh my
Look at me, apprentice. I am sorry to have concealed it from you for so long, but it was such a pleasant vanity to share in your youth.
There's an option to say, wow, ugly. I'm just gonna like suck up to her a bit because I've been warned by Calig.
You're most welcome.
Listen, apprentice. Various Force rituals have helped me maintain my appearance and some of my vitality.
Man.
But inevitably, life fades. I'm dying, apprentice. My will, my intellect, my spirit are as lively as ever. But this body is dying.
Is there nothing I can do to help?
You've already done more than you realize, apprentice. You will allow me to live on. Be prepared. As the ritual ends, you will likely see me collapse before you feel it taking effect. Do not panic. Know that this is what I have trained you for, primed you for, from the start.
Poor Javik, he's a bit naive. He doesn't really understand what's going on.
The sooner we finish this, the better.
Ever eager. And here I thought you might be less than willing. We will accomplish so much once I am in command of that wonderful vessel of yours.
What?
Just hold still.
Wait, what? Javik was confused because Calig told him that Darth Zash was gonna hurt him, and then all of a sudden now Zash is saying, "You're gonna just help me with the ritual. If you don't, I'm gonna die." We don't, and then now we're fighting. And Javik doesn't really understand why. Poor kitty cat. Ooh, lightning.
You can't stop this ritual from happening.
Oh no! That was cool.
Apprentice! What have you done to me? Why couldn't you just hold still for a few moments longer? Why couldn't you call your monster off?
Who are you?
That monster broke through my defenses, interrupted my concentration, diverted the entire ritual. 5 years of preparation, finding the right person, training them, researching the artifacts, gathering them, wasted! You were my legacy, my one chance to defeat death! You fool! You have ruined everything!
Poor Traffic is probably completely overwhelmed by now. He's been dealing pretty decently with all the craziness of the Sith, but this is just over the top.
Go away and give me Kem back.
No, apprentice. It looks like you're stuck with me now. But I wonder how powerful your friend Kem was. Powerful enough to punish you for your rebellion.
This doesn't need to end in violence.
Yes, it does.
What is this? Why can't I hurt you? That bond. That damn bond. How can your will be stronger than my own? I am the master, not you.
Change is hard, but you'll learn to deal with it.
This is so chaotic. What new kink has insinuated itself into the twisted coils of my unfortunate existence? First, Tulak Horde abandons me to this meager creature, and now it is as if my body is no longer my own.
Is that you, my morose monster?
Last I remember, I was attacking the female Darth when I felt this force, like something trying to drive me from my body. It was not my mistress Death, but another, so I resisted the force's pull, and then a darkness came over me. Tell me, Master, what is going on? You and Zash are sharing.
It seems Zash went into your body, but you didn't leave.
Protest all you like, Kem Vol, servant of Tulak Horde, but your ancient master's artifact has been turned against you. And through some strange and miraculous trick, neither you nor Zash have full control.
Where were you when everything went sideways a few minutes ago?
I have been watching from the shadows all along, powerless to help. But it's clear, my help was not necessary. Flesh of my flesh, you have defeated your master. The great danger that I feared is past. Your rise to glory complete. I don't know whether we will chance to meet again on this side of death, but I am at peace.
Bye.
I came to say goodbye, and good luck.
I'll see you around then.
You are Lord Khalid now. It was once a glorious name. Use it well.
Super cool.
I'm telling you, Corrin, Zash is not all there. All this talk about dreams, it's nonsense.
No, Carl. I saw Zash enter, and we both saw her first apprentice go in later.
If I went around expecting everything I dreamt to come true, I'd...
Look, Carl.
Is that her 2 apprentices? I think so. The 2 other ones she
Darth
took.
Zash! You murdered her!
She started it.
She did try to steal my life after all.
Hold your weapon, Carl. This is not what Zash wanted. My lord, we have not met, but Carl and I are Zash's newest apprentices. She honored us by telling us about a prophecy, a dream she had, one that has now been fulfilled by you.
A prophecy.
By all means, continue.
Darth Zash dreamt that her strongest apprentice would eventually rise to destroy her, but she also foresaw that the same apprentice would rise to bring new glory and strength to a fragmented Sith Order. She went knowingly to her death at your hand, so that you could lead the Sith to glory.
It didn't sound like she knew that was gonna happen. She seemed really upset being... I guess she didn't want to be in... Oh, she wanted to be in my body while we get to lead the Sith to glory. Yeah, that makes sense.
I have no idea what you're saying.
We have been anticipating this day since Zash first leaked the rumors of your incredible triumph over Darth Swtorista. Zash answered to Darth Thanaton on the Dark Council. He'll want to speak to you, but we are your servants.
Oh, interesting. I don't know what the hell Javik would think of that. The three options are Zash did something right, excellent, and announce me monster. None of these are really appropriate to him. He'd be a little more bewildered. Let's do 3 more for fun than anything else.
Ken, will you do the honors?
Afkudan Heifst.
Behold, the heir of Kalix, slayer of Zash, successor of Tulak Hord, lord of the Sith, now bow. Hello. End of Act 1. Nice. That's a fun finale. Chapter 1 of Sith Inquisitor. Nice. Super cool. So did we actually get a title? I was curious about that. Lord Javik, yes we did. Nice. Well, we can't use it. That's okay. We have it in the story. That's what matters to me. Super cool. So what I'm very curious about is how... Was this a quick travel thing? Yes, it is. I think I have to go out the door though. I'm curious about how this works because I basically killed Lord Zash in everyone's eyes. How am I supposed to actually use this? I think it's broken. I wonder if I can use it for my mission items. Nope, but I'll just quick travel back, that's fine. Lord. Let's see, someone was asking earlier if, Pokemon was asking if I can't get past a cutscene because it keeps freezing, what should I do? So it usually means your computer's getting stuck on something in the cutscene, graphics-wise. So what I usually suggest is go Escape Preferences, Graphics, and then turn this down to very low, like as low as you can possibly set it, at least so you can get past that specific scene. And then maybe you can try turning it back up again later. Otherwise, there isn't much of a fix other than repairing your game, so you can Google SWTOR repair launcher. DSR says, nice! I was just playing my Sith Inquisitor, Sith Sorcerer yesterday. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this class a lot. Did they make SWTOR available on Mac yet? No, probably. I don't think they will ever... Are we back online? I think so. Something broke for a second. I don't think they will ever make Mac specifically work for SWTOR, but a lot of players have posted how you can play on a Mac. And I posted a link in chat for how to get it running on a Mac using Wine.
Darth Thanaton, I believe we spoke once before. I hope you've settled into your new role. Your brief career has been of great interest to me. And with Darth Zash dead, I think it's time we finally met. If you'll be taking up Zash's work, we have much to discuss. Meet me at the tomb of Darth Andrew, outside Kar City.
I look forward to finally meeting you in person, my lord.
The feeling is mutual.
Something about that Thanaton guy rubs me wrong.
Your pirate friend has good instincts.
Thanaton had me confined to Drummond Cast when we killed Scotia, and he'd have done worse if he'd had proof. He's not to be trifled with. Be careful.
Darnak Calig says, eat ghosts. I don't think we've gotten to the point where we can eat ghosts yet. That would, if I hadn't already played this yet, that'd be a bit of a spoiler. Ooh, we should probably train some of our abilities.
Swells within you.
Nice, so we got the ability to revive allies. Not that we're going to need that playing alone. Force barrier, ooh, that's a fun one. And speeder piloting, we'll get to upgrade it.
Go far.
But not till level 45, but it doesn't matter, we just need speeder piloting. The upgraded versions aren't that, that much of a difference. Here's the new ability we got though. It's like this bubble, and it's super powerful, but it only lasts while you're actively holding it and runs out otherwise, but you can stand there for a long time with the bubble out. But the downside is you can't do anything in the meantime. So it's super useful if you need just a few seconds for, I guess it would be for Kembal to heal you. Speak with Darth Thanaton. And where is he at? I thought he would be in the Sith Sanctum, but I guess not. I'm not sure. Swtorista, who is your favorite companion for side comments? I love that for remind me to build a giant statue of myself.
Ready for departure.
Is that what she says if you go near the unfinished Colossus? Whose side quips do I like? I'm not sure if there's anyone specific. I just like hearing the little side comments they make in general, whether they're funny or normal. Oh, I could have just quick traveled again. I kind of like taking the taxis. It's some good, like, chill out time, too. Probably not going to be using Force Barrier very much while we play. We're mostly just zapping everything to death in 5 seconds. Apparently Thanaton's hanging out in a secret little cave all by himself up here. Okay, okay. That's not suspicious at all. Ah! Oh, I don't think this is the way to go. Whoops. Oh no, we're gonna get killed by a droid. I don't want to fight the droids. I guess I can't like fly down there. I have to go find an elevator or something. Yes, HK talking about meat bags is always a treat.
I'm unfollow.
Knock him off. Oh yeah, we can do that in this class. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. That's fun. Yes, I need to use more of my push. I'm so used to being on my Vanguard, who does not have a push at all. These guys I could push too if it wasn't on cooldown. So Teresa, do you think they will make a new expansion? Yes, but I don't think this year, as far as I can tell. Maybe at the end of... Probably, actually. The end of next year is my guess. It's like a more guaranteed thing. Hawkthorn says boop. Hi Hawkthorn. I just want to push everyone off, but it's on too long of a cooldown to quite do that. Bye. What's your favorite class? I'm really enjoying this one. This is the Sith Inquisitor, specifically the advanced class Sorcerer and the Tree Lightning. Just because you can do lightning for days without stopping. And my class that I play the most is the Vanguard tank on the Republic side. Onslaught Chapter 2 is coming in December, right? There's going to be a story update coming in the holidays, but we don't know how big it is. We know for sure there's going to be a flashpoint, and that'll be related to Mandalorians, and it will be continuing the story of that was kind of introduced at the end of Onslaught. We just don't know. We have no idea how big it is, so if it's just going to be a little quickie or if it's just going to be like an actual storyline, it's probably not going to be the like full expansion size story though. Oh, we found a way down. Nice. I swear I can Val keeps saying I'm on follow. I do. I hear the same thing. I'm on follow. What is he actually saying when he's saying that? It's a real short little something he's saying. I think he's saying if I must, but I'm not sure. I have to wait till it lines up. Oh, we don't need general chat. Thank you. We're good. Go find this cave that Thanaton's chilling out in. Yeah, so there's going to be at least a new Mandalorian flashpoint Mandalorian story, so that's definitely something to look forward to. Do you think the new expansion will be huge like 4.0 and both story content in general? So we don't even have any promise about an expansion. We have a story update in the holidays, but not an expansion. My guess is there will be an expansion next year because this year's kind of shot. So they'll have more time next year to set it up. And number 2, next year is the 10th anniversary of the game. So that'd be the perfect time to add a new expansion.
Thank you for meeting me here. Respect for his superiors is the mark of a good Sith. Of course, Zash would have did disagree with me passionately on that point. But then, Zash never respected tradition.
Being Sith is about being free, not blindly following an arbitrary set of rules.
Be careful. That attitude may get you in trouble someday. Tradition, principles, history, the threads that compose our society. Zash refused to acknowledge how one little tug could ruin the whole tapestry. Your work was sloppy, brazen even, but the news of her murder was sweet.
I didn't want to kill her. It was self-defense.
Nonsense. Every apprentice wants to kill their master. It's not a fault. Nevertheless, we're here to talk about you, not Zash. You have demonstrated remarkable ability. Though I am a stricter master than Zash, I think you'll find that to loyal followers of our traditions, I am not ungenerous.
So, if I agree to your every whim, you might not kill me?
Suspicion can be a form of wisdom, as long as it doesn't lead to disrespect. Now, I wish to see how you work. This tomb belonged to Darth Andru, Sith scholar and alchemist. I'm interested in his last writings, which were buried with him. Recover them for me, and we will discuss your place in my power structure.
Oh, Javik does not like this. Javik does not like the idea that he now has to be an apprentice or something under Darth Thanaton, because he didn't really want to be an apprentice to anybody. In our story that we made, he had a master before Zash, but Zash was the one that like Sith Council or whatever chose for him. I don't know exactly how that works, but the more official master. But she gave him a large degree of freedom. Sure, it was fake freedom because she wanted to steal his body, but it was what he wanted, so this is the exact opposite of that. He wants to he's like, just from one fire into a worse one. Thank you very much, Two Thumbs Workshop. Are you a founder? Yeah, I've been playing since the game's launch. Right now, I'm playing on a newer free-to-play account, though, to experience how it is like to play free-to-play. Which is the answer, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Is Thanaton's armor in-game? Ooh, yeah, it is. Next time it comes on screen, I'll take another look at it and find what the equivalent is. I think it's a crafted one. Having trouble remembering it exactly off the top of my head. What if there's a Baby Yoda pet for SWTOR 10-year anniversary? Everyone keeps asking for Baby Yoda, but they keep saying probably not. Because they have to get things approved by Disney. and it has to not overlap too much with the current era stuff. Like, you will never see exactly Kylo Ren's armor in game, though you might see something inspired. So maybe we'll see a baby Oteg, for those of you who know who that Yoda is in game. And maybe we'll be floating in on a holocron.
Venom-toothed vipers always slithering. Up the walls, along the floors. Trespasser. You'll not have it. It's mine. It's the last place in the galaxy that's mine.
Ooh, we got some ghost time. I'm gonna catch up on chat before I jump into ghost time. Janess was asking, is it normal that one class feels weaker than another? They're specifically asking about the trooper is feeling weaker than the Imperial agent for them. I was wondering if you were talking about the mirror classes, because there's the trooper and the bounty hunter are supposed to be exactly the same as each other, but the trooper and the Imperial agent, they're going to be quite different from each other. In general, the idea is that all the classes should be balanced with each other. They're not all going to be perfect, but they each are also going to have their own strengths and weaknesses. For example, it also depends what advanced class you're playing. When I'm playing on my Trooper Vanguard, I get cool stuff like the Harpoon, and I can pull people to me. And when I'm playing on my Imperial Agent Operative, I have the Roll, which lets me just dodge around the map real easily. It also depends on which of the trees you're playing. But in general, like I said, they're supposed to be roughly balanced. But some of the other things you'll experience are some of the classes and some of the trees. Some are called burst spec and some are damage over time. So some of them have an easier, heavier hitting immediately, and others do more damage over a longer period of time. You're supposed to like stack up abilities. And some classes are easier to learn than others. Like some can really pack a punch, but you have to know how to really play them. So like there's so many things that can go into the factor of whether one class feels stronger than the other. It's hard to answer whether the two you're playing actually are stronger than each other, because you'd also have to post what exactly tree you are playing, what your gear's like, what level you're at for each one, and then you'd have to have someone who actually knows the current metas, because it changes every time they update the classes. Like it's such a thing. Oh yeah, we cheated on our Cathar for our free-to-play account. We sent over an item from our main account. That was the only thing we boosted this account with, because the idea was that I'd never played a Cathar character yet, so I wanted to experience that, and I figured my free-to-play account was a good spot to do that. And how did you get your ability bar be like that? Escape, interface editor, and you can click advanced here, and I'm literally just using one of the default ones, the advanced one. So escape, interface editor, and advanced on the drop down, and it just will go like this, which is super nice. Miss Cat says, pretty new to these streams, but your sis seems like a pretty chill and reasonable dude. Cool armor too. Yeah, I'm super happy with this armor. We just picked it up recently out of a box, so it was nice to get something so cool looking. Nagahem says, as a total newbie to MMOs and the Old Republic, where do you recommend I start and how to deal with how overwhelming it is? Yeah, that's actually a really common comment, that the game feels overwhelming. The reason the game is that way is because it's meant to be played by many, like thousands of players, each with their own kind of area of interest, and also it's meant to be played over time. The game has 9 years worth of content added to it. The biggest idea is that you do not have to take a look at every single one of the different parts of the game all at once. So what I recommend is, in general, follow your purple quests with your little purple triangle. That'll get you the main story, which is probably the best ones in the game. And then when you find a system in the game that you're interested in, you can go research it. You just don't have to know everything at once. Like, for example, if crafting is what you want to do and get into that week, then you can go look up crafting. You don't have to do crafting and PvP and operations and flash wounds all in the same time. Like, it's meant to be played over a long period of time, and you're not meant to know everything right away. Just like, chill, take a breath. There's lots of guides and resources out there. once you've picked topics that you're interested in, you can go to swtorista.com/2020. And this is a list of guides that I've made by many different players. It's not just my guides. Super, super useful list of resources. I know. We can press this too. This little plus sign here for advanced. Even easier. Will Darth Mar ever be available as a companion again? I know, everybody keeps asking for that. I don't know what the answer will be. Kind of seems like if Darth Mar will be, then Valen will be too, but I don't know if they will ever do that. How do you feel about the companion skills now generic? I missed the old version. I really like that I can choose which companion I want to bring in terms of story and not having to always bring my healer because that's the right choice. I don't care super a lot that their abilities are more generic. To be honest, I don't really think too much about them. Like, I want them there for the story, and the fact that they're there for combat, they're just like a turret to heal me. Like, I don't really care how they're doing it. I don't really look at them unless they're standing in bad stuff. Oh yeah, Flixit points out I could have gotten the Cathar for free after waiting for 6 months. Sure could have if I did a security key. Just catching up with chat, or at least trying. Well, welcome to the game, Nekim. If you're just getting into it, for sure. Knights of the Old Republic is also how I got into this game. Bruno says, I've been playing for almost 8 years now, and there's lots of stuff I've still never done, mostly involving ops. Yeah, there's still so many parts of the game that I've never touched. I've been playing for 9 years, and I only very recently got into Galactic Starfighter, and I only feel like I've only scratched the surface of it so far. How far do you have to play into to get into the main story? I mean, the main story starts at minute 0. As soon as you create your character, you're in the main story. Like, the story I'm playing right now starts at level 1. Like, as soon as you load into the game after creating your character, that's the main story. So basically, there's 8 class stories. So I'm playing the Sith Inquisitor. Hi, I'm the guy with purple lightning. But I could be playing like the Trooper or the Jedi Knight, and they each have their own main story. And you play each of those on the different classes. And then there's also kind of other main stories like the expansions and stuff, but when people say the main story, they're usually referring to the class stories. How do I level up synth weaving, says Brandon. How to craft in SWTOR. Here's a crafting guide that I made. I like crafting, it's fun. Okay, I think we're caught up now. So let's go check out this ghost. This ghost that wants to talk to me and figure out what to do with him. Have you read the Knights of the Old Republic comics? Yes, I have. I really like them. We have them at home. You have a guild. I'm in a guild. I don't own a guild.
Venom-toothed vipers always slithering. Up the walls, along the floors. Trespasser. You'll not have it. It's mine. It's the last place in the galaxy that's mine.
So who's this guy? Darth Andrew? I don't even think Javik would know who he is, so,
What are you railing on about? Tell me.
Don't pretend you don't know your own treachery. The poison's still fresh in my body. You defile my tomb. You and your sister both. The venom may have burned away my sight, but I know you. Don't make my mistake. Strangle your children at birth.
Suggestion noted.
I'm sorry your offspring murdered you, but strangling all children may not be the solution.
Solution? Death is the only solution for vipers like you.
Ah! Calig, slap him. Ghost fight.
Foolish child. Twice now you walked into the still inhabited tomb of a Sith Lord unprepared. Look around you. See the bones, the tattered robes. This is where Thanaton leads those he despises to death. You follow him blindly when you should plan to defeat him.
Javik is so naive sometimes. It's kind of adorable. He's like got all this power now. Well, he's got a decent amount. He can do all kinds of force stuff. He's a lord now. Yeah, and then he's like walking into random tombs littered with bones without even putting up some resistance.
Did you have a scheme in mind?
Listen, flesh of my flesh. I have felt something in you since the day we met. You have a rare pull among ghosts. It's a source of great power, but it has destroyed many a Sith. It's your only chance against Thanaton.
What do you mean I have a pull on the dead?
They sense you from far away as I did, and you rouse strong emotions in them, as with this ghost. In my time, there were mystical movements among the Sith that sought to communicate with ghosts and harness their power. A Sith named Urgast was said to devour ghosts the way your Dashad devours Force users. His knowledge was buried with him near the Dark Temple. Seek this knowledge.
I don't see how this ritual will save me from Thanaton.
Thanaton wants you dead. Defeating this ghost will not only get you the writings, but also give you immense power. Don't make me remind you again that you are the last hope of our lineage. You must augment your power before you face Thanaton. I will not have the strength to defend you again.
Hello there. 08 asked a good question earlier. They were asking, should I continue my character all the way through the expansions, or should I go back and level the other class stories first? And my short answer is it's super up to you. So I don't think there's really any right answer. Some players will say go play all the class stories. Some players will say play one all the way through the expansions. So in general, here's my thoughts. If you go into the expansions after having played all 8 class stories, you get a ton of knowledge of what's going on in the galaxy, I guess you could say. You go in with a lot of context. However, I don't know literally any player who has actually played all 8. And then, like, I don't know anybody who's actually done that. Because playing all 8 class stories is this huge time investment on its own. And you also never get to see, like if you got really attached to your first character, then you don't get to play them for a super long time if you're playing all the other characters' stories. You also will be totally out of the loop if you start getting into more social side of things. I don't know if I'm going the right way here. Catch the elevator. Okay, let's do this. Haha, suckers. This is what Forced Barrier was built for, elevators. If you start getting into stuff with other people and guilds and you want to talk to other players about the expansions and you're still playing the original 8 class stories like 2 years later, you're gonna have a hard time discussing that kind of stuff. And you also will have less activities kind of unlocked, I guess you could say, if you're doing the original 8 class stories and don't try out the expansions. So my personal recommendation is, if you like the first character that you make and you want to continue playing them into the expansions, I say do that. But if you want to try out other players, or you don't super love your first character you made, go make some other characters. When I first started the game, I was very like anti-alternate character. It didn't really make sense to me to make so many characters, and now I have a ton and I'm really enjoying, and I highly advocate making multiple characters. Do you get a legacy player if you do all 8 classes? Yes, I just recently earned that about a few weeks ago. I was super happy. Yeah, Kyle in chat says Eternal Throne, and the third and fourth expansion. I would say actually all the expansions would get quite repetitive once you've done them 4 or 5 times. I don't recommend doing the expansions on every single character. Just do them as many times as you enjoy them. Double XP rolls around at 11 AM PDT tomorrow. So it would be about 6 hours before now, if I remember right. Thank you. Yeah, I really buckled down during the last double XP. I had started the Bounty Hunter quite a few times, but I'd never like properly sat down and finished it, so I was very happy to finally have seen the whole thing. And now I can talk about every class with everybody I want without worrying about spoilers. I'll give you a spoiler about the Bounty Hunter story. There's not a ton of spoilers in that story. It's pretty straightforward compared to the other classes. You're a bounty hunter, and you bounty hunt. It's not a complicated profession. Okay, let's finally get on our speeder and get going here. What's your favorite flare? Mine is the Mandalorian sign, says Wolfie. I'm trying to remember which one do I normally use. I really like the crystals one. It looks real pretty. And I like the Tatooine one with the suns that kind of rotate through the day and night kind of thing. I don't think I literally have any on Javik. I might have one of the free ones. Nope, none. Is there a way to skip through the story and just level up and later replay it without having to create the same class again? Sort of. So if you wanted to, you could level up through whatever method you want. You could do flashpoints, though you'd have to finish the first planet first. You could do PvP, you could do Galactic Starfighter starting at level 1. But the method that I think you would be most interested in is it costs cartel coins, or you can buy it with credits. Maybe if you're a veteran player, you have enough credits to get this on the GTN. I'm looking for the... Oh yeah, that was what I was looking for. The Master's Datacron. So this will take any character you currently have and boost them up to level 70 without affecting the story. So that would be a really good option for you, I think. But the only problem is it's quite expensive, or it costs cartel coins. Yay, I made it to the temple. Don't you have the Pipeworks flare? Oh, I should probably my Veil box. Yeah, you're right. And we should activate our buffs. Ta-da! Varn says, I used to play this game for 2 years or so. Began to stop playing a few weeks ago. I want to play it, but I just don't feel inspired to play it. Any ideas or thoughts? In short, if you don't feel like playing, it's definitely a good time to take a break. Like, you're not going to hear me advocating play something that you're not enjoying. In general though, if you want to keep playing but you're not really sure what to do, check out a different aspect of the game that you've never tried before. Like if you've never done Datacron hunting, maybe it's time to go check that out. If you've never tried PvP, now is a good time to try that out, kind of thing. But like, don't force yourself to do something that's supposed to be a hobby if you're not enjoying it, for sure.
Amazing bummer.
Yeah, double XP, that's tomorrow.
In Teufel Atraus.
Hey there, Wartime. I don't know if you're going to be doing a lot of learning today. We're mostly just playing the Sith Inquisitor story. Enjoying it so far. We just finished the first chapter, so we're kind of doing some heavy Sith Inquisitor lore stuff right now. What do you think happened to Private Farn? I'm trying to think of who that is from the Trooper story. Dizzy says, I'm brand new to the game. I find myself watching people play more than actually playing. I think I'm broken. I think it's a fairly common thing. I don't super understand it. I've been streaming quite a bit, and I enjoy watching streams and listening to streams in the background. It makes me feel less lonely when I have to do things alone, like when I'm coding or studying or whatever the case may be. But I don't actually watch a lot of streams, so you guys will have to tell me why you enjoy that more than actually playing. I find it relaxing usually to listen to someone else just talk about what they like. How long will the next double XP be? It's about a month. It's quite surprisingly long. My looter soul hurts by seeing you leave the trash behind. I should really pick it up. I'm so used to being on my main account where trash on the floor just kind of slows me down. Like, I don't want the credits, I want the time. Private Farn is a soldier you meet when you first get Havoc's command center on Ord Mantell. Oh man. Yeah, I don't remember him at all, I'm sorry. Hang on, let me look him up real fast. Private Farn. Maybe the visual will help me. Oh, is he the guy who's telling you that, like, someone's gonna do something bad to you and he, like, tries to help you? I remember he had some, like, I think he actually had some unique comments if you were playing on a female character, which I thought was kind of interesting. Wakila says, I remember Farn. He has such a crush on a female trooper. Oh, yeah, okay, so I am kind of remembering him. I don't think you ever see him again, sadly. Oh, he's the one getting bullied, yeah. Sweet! Giant Datacron! No! I need a picture of the giant Datacron! For my giant Datacron collection! Or I guess my normal Datacron screenshot collection. Ooh. This is the third Sith tome littered with bones that we just walked into and started poking things. Come on, Javik.
Welcome, Seeker. I am the servant of Urgust, Lord of the Sith, keeper of his knowledge. Who stands before me, and what do you wish to learn?
Teach me the ritual that allows me to devour the dead.
There is no such ritual. The dead cannot be consumed. But ghosts may be bound and their strength borrowed for a time. You must pull on the tether that connects life and death. You must learn to bind both sides of the Force, life and death, in what is known as the Force Walk.
I will do my best, if you will teach me.
Know to the bones that lay around you. Not everyone is able to master the ritual of Force Walking. But if you are willing, drink from the cup before me. It is poison, but it will not kill you.
Javik, we just talked about walking into random Sith tombs and getting tricked! Stop it! No, don't touch that cup! No! Am I poisoned? I was hoping it, like, start killing me.
Have you drunk? Good. The poison will take effect quickly. Then you may learn the ritual of the Force Walk.
Dramatic.
Now that you are unconscious, we may begin. The ritual has two parts. First is the pacification. An angry ghost cannot be tethered. The second part is the binding. A willing ghost is easier to bind, but by leaving the ghost its will, you draw less of its power. A pact may be formed to bind the ghost willingly, sealed with blood, or the ritual of binding may be performed. Good. You're a quick learner. It's been a long time since a creature of such promise has entered my tomb.
There has to be more to this than a little dreaming.
A very quick learner indeed. You might just make it out of here alive. This is the test. Bind me, and you go free. I'll walk with you a time and see the Empire once more. Fail, and I kill you. And don't bother trying to make a deal with me. I'll not go willingly.
Here we go. So cool.
You have passed the final test. I am now your slave, and my power is yours. I am bound to your life, and you to my death. Use my strength to shield yourself against your foes.
Cool. Oh, I guess we gotta go to Darth Andrew now. Where is he hiding at? He's hiding in the cave back there. This might be a good ghost to save for next time on The Wonder of Star Wars The Old Republic. This is where we're going to be calling the stream an end for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the live version of Javik's adventure as a Sith Sorcerer. So we're level 52 and we are, I'm not sure entirely what planet we're supposed to be on, but we're in between. We just finished Alderaan, been doing some stuff for the class story on Dromund Kaas. What else is going on in Star Wars The Old Republic before I let you leave? For those of you who are watching live, the Rackle event ends tomorrow. So if you want to do the Rackle event, today would be the last night and tomorrow morning to do it. Double XP also starts tomorrow morning. Super excited about that. A good time to level up some characters. And then the Soup event starts September 22, I believe. Hope you guys have a great day. Let's get a little wave from Javik. Bye.
Goodbye.
In his awesome new armor. Bye. See you guys later. So I stream every morning at 8 a.m. PDT. So this is my evening, afternoon. That would be my morning. Every weekday morning at 8 a.m. PDT on Twitch. And then we'll be streaming on YouTube every Monday and Friday at 3 to 5 p.m. PDT. Bye. See you guys later. Bye. Don't catch the Rackle disease or do. And go get your daily. See you later.